Welcome back. This is Empower. We focus on people and workplace. And before we took a short break, we were looking at how to cultivate love and respect at workplace. And we ask ourselves a question, how do we build blocks for a culture of love and respect? Because we want to build this as a culture. We want to make it, this is how we are, this is how we do things. We show love and concern at workplace. We value your well-being. And one thing that we can do that as leaders more is being examples of that. Showing that, can you show it as a leader? Be an example of it. Because you don't expect us to come and show concern and love and respect to others, yet what you're showing us is the opposite. Yes, so one thing that we can do is to ensure that we show that as leaders. Then if I've made a mistake, please, how you deal with me respectively. Address me well. The people will shout at you from the door there in front of everyone. It's so disrespectful. And demeaning. Someone feels like, oh my God, I didn't expect this. Some people are even, they feel so bad. And maybe even someone is shouting at you like that, is the age is, so they look at you, they're like, oh my God, do I deserve this? So lead by example as a leader. Maybe the next one from you.
It's true. Then something else also that we should do, maybe also from the side of leaders, is to uphold the values. The values that bring out the love and respect. Because it's something which is practical. It's not theory. Just like you have said, you have to create that model. You have to model the whole thing. How do we talk to each other here? How do we correct each other? How do we even conduct each other even in a meeting? Are we showing the love? Are we showing the respect?
Yes.
It is interesting the way the Bible defines love. I was reading it earlier. And it summarizes everything. The long suffering is there, the patience is there, it's not puffed up, it's humble. You know, all those values, we should be able to show them. We should be able to model them. For others to follow and to make sure that this love and respect is established.
And that also brings the issue of communication. When you know this is how, for people to have that as a culture, this is how we treat one another. This is how we respond. This is how we do things. You have to communicate it to others. Because if you don't communicate, then it happens, you start fighting. It's a problem. So communication is very key if you're going to cultivate this culture in an organization. This is how we treat one another. This is how we show we care. This is how we show this and this. Communicate it clearly. Let everybody understand, and so that you can also link it to any disciplinary matter. So should someone not follow that,
it's true.
Should a complaint be brought to you because so and so did not show me respect and did this, can you be able to go back and say, yes, this is communicated within our setup, that this is how we do it. So these are matters of love and respect, and how to show well-being or how you care for others need to be well stipulated within the organization and communicated to others.
It's true. Okay, another building block would say is just to have that inclusion. Like the way we had said earlier, we are diverse. Everybody has their own opinions, the way we see things, but at least let it be that we can accommodate each other to some extent. We walk a slight journey, we tell this is my opinion, this is yours, I hear you, you hear me, at least we get somewhere. We don't just lock people out from the beginning and show them they have nothing to say or nothing to offer.
And maybe to add on that is, we realize these days in the marketplace, with this what we are calling diversity and inclusion, whereby you appreciate that people are different, can be nationalities, can be where we come from. I always hear the word tribe in Kenya. You know, where we come from, our backgrounds, you know, how we've been brought up matters a lot. Because when we come to workplace, there's so many diverse things, as you say. So that appreciating diversity and inclusion in the organization, and making it actually well documented. You have like a policy that guides that. Yes. How do we address to diversity and inclusion within the organization? How do we embrace it? That the world we are living in right now, it's diverse. It's diverse. And we must appreciate that. So as we put that as one of the things that we are looking at, and make sure that everybody appreciates it, then that is how you can be able to cultivate this culture of concern and love. You'll know I've done this because of this. Maybe I react to this when you said something because of where I come from, or maybe what I've gone through. And I've realized so many things that happen to us as human beings that really affect us in our journey. You can go and someone has gone through a certain life. For example, these people, even someone has come from a country that has been war, and you bring up a matter, or you respond to something in a certain way, or you give a certain example, and this person goes very far,
it
and
triggers
something. So if you're not able to embrace all this and to understand these dynamics that people have gone through in life, sometimes you can be a problem.
It's true.
And it's good to have that, so that you can show care. You'll know Beatrice has reacted this because of something. And I would be eager to know, because I show care, to be able to understand it, try to find out. When I mentioned this, or when this came up in a meeting, I saw this. Do you mind sharing why? Or why was such a reaction? I got concerned. And because the culture shows care and love, this person will openly say, it took me back to a certain matter. And through that, someone is able to be helped.
They are helped.
As an organization, we cancel someone or something.
It's very true. Maybe something else I would add there on inclusion and diversity is also age. Because we are advancing in age, and another generation is also coming in. So we should be able to also include them. We should have that wisdom to assimilate them and to include them in the organization. Otherwise, we might be so hard on them and pull some heartbreaks, and they will not be able to walk in our ways, because it is different. The generations have changed. Maybe also we can speak of conflict resolution respectfully, because that's where all the problems come. Communication and conflict resolution will always bring us issues. So we must do it respectively and in a way to bring people back. Not to
throw them away. You're right. And I think the other thing also is providing opportunity for personal and professional growth demonstrates care. And even support. Because when I come in any organization, my intention is to grow. You know, even I give challenge to people like us who usually have even house helps or domestic people that come to work for us. It's always advisable when this person come to work for you. Don't you be so happy that this person is serving you for 10 years, just because they are, you know, we have that. Personally, I've had them working for me for a good number of years. But one discussion I always bring to them is, when you leave my house, I would love you not to go to another house to do the same job. Show care, but by being concerned about how do they grow. You know, engage them. What would you love to do? You know, I remember like one who served my son for 5+ years. And when my son started going to school, my discussion was, now he's gone to school. You just left home. Well, how do you spend your time? What can you do? And she said, you know, I would love to perfect my braiding, my hair things. And I told her, okay, there's a salon here, be going. And today I'm very happy to see her being called everywhere to do the hair. Because she has grown. That is a way of showing care and concern. Because you're not very happy just this person has worked for me, but they're not growing. Then they move from my house, go to another house, do the same job. That person is not growing. But it's good with this person becomes better in another way. And I think that is a way we can show love, we can show concern, and be happy when someone is becoming better, is getting better opportunities, because this person is becoming better. And maybe the other thing that we can question, because I know we don't have so much time, the strategies that we can, we have talked about how to build blocks, but how do we strategies so that we can cultivate this love and respect in the workplace? For example, the first one I can raise is the training programs. Develop training programs that talk about empathy, emotional intelligence, active listening skills. Because listening skills, I've come to realize, not everybody has them. We hear most of the time, but being attentive and listen, so we can bring it up as building capacity of our staff, how they can become more empathetic, how they can become more listeners, how they can also, emotional intelligence is key, understand my emotions, how I react, I understand yours, and how do we come in so that we're able to move together. So that is one way or a strategy an organization can bring in place so that people can be able to embrace this love and respect at workplace.
We can also do it through celebrating achievements, acknowledging what somebody has achieved, maybe over whatever period of time. That one also will make one feel appreciated. Somebody is noticing what I'm doing, and they are going ahead to appreciate it. It brings that aspect of love. And you see on that, maybe to cut you short, you know, even simple things like birthdays. And because you cannot be able to buy cakes every month, people, you can even come up like those people born the first quarter, end of March, we have our cake, we celebrate birthdays. Then the other quarter, born between April and this, the same. The moment you do that, it shows you care. I'm concerned more than just, and it's a small thing, but that we are celebrating the babies that were born between January and March. It's a great thing to an organization. So those simple things, they show that you care. You're not just concerned about what I'm doing. It's true.
You're also concerned about me. Because birthday matters to us. They're very personal to us. I think it's something worth.
It's true. So even in a meeting, just acknowledging this one has done well, this one has done well. It also motivates and cultivates that love.
And also maybe how to sustain that, because you can have those strategies, our time is up, you can have such strategies, but you need to sustain such strategies. Once you start, ensure that you measure how they are working. Don't start and then drop. Don't do quarter 1 and 2 then stop. It's going to be a problem, but ensure that you assess, measure, and all that. Celebrate diversity. You can say this week we are going to can we just be African, so that we celebrate diversity ourselves. We have other nationality. Come up with something.
It's true.
To celebrate that and continuously reinforce the importance of love. We need to close the program. Maybe your final words as we call it off.
I'd encourage each one of us, from a personal level, just cultivate that love and respect. And as we have said, give out respect. Then you'll also receive it. Give out love and you'll also receive it. So let us take it to our workplaces, to the marketplace, and we sure see the fruits.
Thank you so much. I believe you've listened to us, and we want to have a good relationship as we work together where God has placed us. Can we foster that environment where you show you're concerned about the well-being of the other, and as we do that and respect one another, that we have our worth, we have our dignity, we are going to enjoy whatever we are doing every day, and definitely be successful. God bless you. See you next week. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.